Hello, everyone. So, we are, as you know, moving to online content, and we still have to finish up Unit 3. Before the break, we had started Unit 3, and we did Chapter 20. But we need to finish that up with Chapter 21, so that's what we're going to do this week before we take our Unit 3 exam. So, I've kind of changed up the look of the course a little bit. You'll notice that Unit 3 has its own little content tab over here on the side. And I've got in here a short explanation for what we will be doing in the unit. The first thing I want you to do is go to this link here. This will take you to an Edpuzzle video that is connected to the crash course, a video discussing the causes of the Great Depression. This is information that we've already gone over as part of Chapter 20. It was, in fact, the last thing that we talked about before the break, and so it's really just as a bit of a refresher course for you. The next video is optional. This is the crash course video for the New Deal. It's going to cover pretty quickly everything that I'm going to go over in a little bit more detail in multiple videos, so it's there as an option if you want to look at it. I'm also going to ask you to take a look at this New Deal Programs graphic organizer. This is just a nice handy little look at some of the key legislation from the New Deal, and it will be particularly useful to you as you are studying for the exam. In fact, there will be an entire matching section based on this. So make sure you have a look at that. The bulk of what you'll be doing is in this folder right here, the Chapter 21 lecture videos, which if we open that up, you'll see that there's a link to 9 separate videos. These are relatively short videos between about 5 and 12 minutes long, each in covering different aspects of the New Deal. Each of these is linked to an Edpuzzle. So there will be a quick little quiz right at the end of each video. And what I will do is take the average of all of those quizzes, all 9 of those quizzes together, and give you a grade for your Edpuzzle assignments in the grade book, averaging all of these videos together. After that, make sure you take a look at the exam review because the exam is going to be strictly timed. You will want to review for it in the same way that you would if we were taking the exam in class. The exam will follow the same structure that it has traditionally in the class. There will be a collection of multiple choice, true-false type questions, a couple of matching sections, one that's our sort of normal matching section, and then one that's based on this graphic organizer for New Deal programs. And then there will be a written question. You'll have 75 minutes on the exam, which is about an hour and 15 minutes to finish. Most of you normally finish within that time when we're in class, but just know that it's strictly timed to make it difficult for you to look up answers. So if you look up answers, you'll probably run out of time. When you run out of time, it will cut you off. You will not be able to work overtime. So just prepare for that beforehand. The exam will open up on Thursday, and it will be available to you through Saturday. So you'll have 3 days in which that'll be available to you. However, you will not be able to access it until you have done all of these things here. So make sure you get that content done. These videos, Edpuzzle videos, are due on the 25th. That's Wednesday at 11:59. We also have our chapter quizzes for 20 and 21 that are due on the 25th. Now, the chapter quizzes are normally open book. I've left those for this unit because we've already started this unit before, but I've gotten rid of the chapter quizzes for the remaining units, mainly because I'm not entirely sure how many of you actually have your books at home with you or whether or not you can get a hold of them. So go ahead and finish the chapter quizzes for this unit, but For the remaining units, you won't have to worry about them. You'll only need to work in the content folder here. So that's Unit 3. We'll finish up with that this week, and we'll start in on Unit 4 next week. If you have any questions, please be sure to see me on the Zoom meeting and ask questions. I will be there during our normal class periods, which I've defined in the video on the announcement. All right, good luck.